come back soon. Well, hello.
Mixing it up, eh?
I'm so sorry. so sorry. I might have overdone it a little. Power through! Those were some interesting specimens. I might have overdone it a little. Fire breakthrough! Not bad, eh? might have overdone it a little. I've got all the data I need. I might have overdone it a little. Those were some interesting specimens. I might have overdone it a little. Power through! Power through! I'm so sorry. Overdone it a little. To me. Power the data I need.
Okay. Now I'm going to, after that 30 minutes, I'm now going to explain each ace and see which one is worth it. So let's see. Magical Might is self-explanatory. It affects your MP recovery, and it raises your magical power. So, pretty standard. Critical spell rate is unfortunately garbage because it's a class specifically designed to cause crits guaranteed. The wizard has it, so it's something that I always ignore. Coup de grace damage, well, that is important because everyone gets coup de grace at least once per game. Of course, it really does depend on the boss you're fighting, that is. Sometimes you might just never get it. Defense is self-explanatory, being able to take more physical damage. And that was 4 different attributes. Basically, based on these 4 attributes alone that are different from each other, you can tell the rest are going to just copy the others and be stupid, so that's a worthless ace. Stun chance stops people from, it starts charge attacks from what I've heard, or at least from what I've seen. Like, some attacks might, stun an enemy and keep them from using, spells, such as, maybe wizards, those yellow demon dudes that try to heal themselves. It'll stop stuff like that. Tag trick is actually pretty useful if in single player only. It just increases your tag damage. Defense boost, no one really cares about defense boost because it's kind of a meh thing. Who needs defense, especially when it's not even a decent number? 2.5, half, really half. And magical might have been explained already, and it is unfortunately bad. Even though this is 10 points of magical might, it's still considered garbage. Not worth it. Let's see, this one might be decent depending on the numbers. We have a 5 in deafness, we have a 1 and 3, well, basically 4 in attack, and the coup de grace damage. So it all comes down to what that bottom one is. Okay, so we'll do the math. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. 10 attack, 5, 10, 11, 12. Well, let me put it to you like this. For everyone else who's new to the game, this wouldn't be so bad. This is like one of the most... It's like a D grade ace, really, in my opinion. Easily D grade. It doesn't hurt you. It does benefit you if you're a physical attacker, by the way. That's all it does. because this barely meets the plus 10 damage mark, and this surpasses the 10 mark. And these two attributes, well, you are going to use these, and again, that could kinda help. They kinda contribute to each other. It's a D grade. It's not worth trash, but it's so close to it. Actually, to be fair, let's just call it a C for right now. That's a C average. Alright, next ace. Let's see, Magical Might. I already explained that. HP, which is actually more important to defense because that goes for overall survivability. Critical chance is actually pretty nice. Depends on how high you can get it. And another Magical Might. So there's one more unique attribute somewhere here. Get targeted more. Well, I can already say how unfortunate that is. You might throw it on a character, but never on yourself. This is easily garbage. Helping Hand from Helix. I've never really abused that rate before, but I don't know. It's a single player thing. Why would you care? Tension up when enemies are defeated. There's an accessory that can go with it to make it increase even further. But in all honesty, it really depends on the fight per se. Deafness, which actually affects a lot of things. It affects your critical rate for both physical and magical. So don't forget about that. Tension up, we already explained that. And attack power. So that's 1, 2, 3. Those are 4 different attributes. So this one will be considered garbage also. Death Blow Survival Chance. Depends on how many you get, but I've actually tested the Death Blow Survival Chance. It's not as great as you think it is. It seems to only work like once. If it could just fully protect you from death blows that would just kill you in one hit, that'd be great. Then it actually have some use for like some great single player shenanigans for a particular solo only run. Stun rate, I've already explained that already. MP, those are pretty useful, more better than Magical Might, by the way. You should always value capacity over than power in some aspects. Especially this works well with your other physical attackers too. This is essentially a garbage ace, I'm sorry. Critical spell rate, considered a worthless attribute. Now here's something that's finally decent. A spell damage. Now, I have to have enough to equal to at least 10% to be worth using. So we're gonna see if the rest are like that. 5 attack, okay, so that's good. Experience gain, now this is something that I've been trying to get my team members to get their hands on. To get their hands on this to increase their experience points gain. Naturally, this will only be usable unless, of course, you're at lower levels, of course. And granted, you gotta find someone to help you fight the Dragon Lord, so, you know, there's that. That's 2%. Alright, that. I only get 1, huh? Okay, so it's only 4%, and we're looking at 5, 6, 9, 10, 15. Wow, 15 attack. That's actually better than the other one. Too bad these 15 attacks require you to have champion chokers. That's why it's considered bad, because of the resource you have to get it is bad. The only way to get consistent champion chokers is to do Mighty Maze run or level 65 or higher Magic Maze runs. Because at least you're grinding mini medals while you're doing it. At the very least. Otherwise, this is super hard to just go out of your way and just to get it. Another worthless ace, really. Let's see, if you see all this color with no special attribute, you can almost call this garbage, because who needs HP, who needs deafness, and who needs defense? And this experience points gain, that's probably a second one. Just by the process of elimination, you can tell that this was going to be an experience points gain, because of the rest. Next. Alright, Seal Resist has into uses when it comes to the Dread Dragon Lord fight, even though it's a ring that gives you 50%. Tension up, I already explained that. Beating enemies has a chance to raise your attention a tad bit. Experience points gains, useful for lower level characters. Now this is kinda interesting, but you kinda want this on certain builds, like maybe spell damage. The people who need to cast a little bit faster and don't mind putting up the extra MP for it. Of course, it'd also be nice if you could just get the charge without actually costing the MP. Of course, then everyone would be using it. then there'd be no drawback. Like maybe a magic user could get just a small exception, because they need all the help they can get. This is already classified as a crappy ace, by the way. Alright, defense, already explained that. Improved dodging, improved dodging. Now, at a high enough stat, you can do a lot of amazing things with that. Very amazing things. You can dodge undodgeable attacks if you're mashing the dodge button fast enough. This is a very useful stat, but it's worthless by itself. You have to have some sort of MP recovery on the same ace you get it from for it to be usable and consistent. Otherwise, you're only using what? The tough guy attack 2 and a prayer ring. And that will work for, like, some characters can get away with just the 5 MP recovery, like, let's say, Pizarro can do it, Terry can do it, Carver can do it. Well, actually, Carver wouldn't need because he could just base on attack power, so forget it. Carver. Cesar could do it. Just name a couple. And it doesn't matter how high this attack is, honestly. Because again, the 5 cost the champion chokers. Worthless. Critical spell rate is considered worthless. No MP charge has its uses. It really depends on which character you give it to, because some characters already get like maybe a 10% or 20% at the start, so this just adds that even more. Now this is actually something useful. Now where I state that last ace was like a D, this would probably be a C. Just because of the importance. This would, just this alone, if I can find a second one, let's see, is there a second one right here? And they're grouped together, by the way. So this is already a B class ace, actually. If the old one was a C, this is clearly a B. We got 2. Alright, let's do the math. How much is that? That's 3. That's 6. And that's 9. 9%. And I guess the critical spell rate wouldn't hurt too much. I mean, I guess it can tag along, as it does have a lot of beneficial stuff here. So this is a B class ace. Maximum HP has its uses, but you know we want more than that. Magical might probably doesn't matter how much magical might. That was already 4 that I just checked there because all those are 1s. That's 9 and that's 12. 12 magical might. Let's see, and this is unfortunate. Oh, what was that? Ability damage. Just a little 2-point ability damage. It's just sucky, by the way. Alright, finally starting off with something decent. A spell damage 2%. Hopefully it gets up to 10 in total. Let's see, I've already explained that. Tension up. So I won't explain it again. Dodging has its uses, but you have to really invest in it to get something out of it. Critical spell rate. So that was 4 different ones. So let's see. That's 2. And that's it. Garbage ace. HP recovery. I mean, some people need it, but I wouldn't recommend getting it. It just really depends on what kind of player you are. I mean, you have 5 full heal items and stuff. And maybe a little bit of passive healing if you're not being targeted and stuff. It's a natural healing. Let's see, critical spell rate. Has its uses, tension up. Okay, so that's just, it's this and the 4 different attributes. So this one sucks, unfortunately. Ability damage 2. That's important. HP has its uses up to 9. I think I'm going back to my old aces. So let's check some A to S rank. Well, B to S. Well, A to S rank aces, which will be getting up here very soon. Let me check these 2 real quick. Garbage. Alright, so now I'm going to explain to you about what makes a good ace. And we'll start from the very top right here, because I must have cared about this at some point. And why certain stuff is not highlighted. Now, as you can see right here, I guess from looking at this right here, I got 12% damage, which reached my requirement. And then you have an attack increase, which is at 40. Now, you could supposedly get up to 60, and only a few people have broken that barrier. I've reached the 50 barrier, but I haven't hit the 60 barrier. And the improved dodging thing is, you know, it helps a little bit. Maybe just even a little second of dodging could make the world of difference. Could. And I do mean could. As there's accessories that help you dodge as well. But going into it, you'll notice these are not highlighted. Now, while that would increase my damage by 12%, it hurts this ace significantly. Because it would cut away my MP recovery. Because, make no mistake, that MP regeneration down means it stops the MP regeneration period. At least naturally. You can still use other alternate methods to recover your MP. Such as skills, attacks, or accessories. Those are your only other ways to get your MP. That's why these stay off. Okay, let's see what else. This one's a pretty decent one right here. Now, this is an ace that you would use for, like, if... This is a good ace. This is for, like, a mixed. Luckily for us, most of the twins are kind of mixed. They have a bit of spells, and they have a little bit of attacks. I mean, primarily, you're going to probably use this thing for spell damage, in all honesty. Like, this would be a great one for, let's see, Mina. Even though Mina is terrible at getting her tension up, as she has to keep constantly throwing cards and stuff. Her spells won't get it fast enough, but her cards will. Which affects her ability damage. Coup de grace damage at 25% is always a nice to have. And the spell damage, of course, and you have to know what is a spell and what isn't. Like a lot of Mina's, let's see, cards, not the throwing cards, but everything else, like the status effects, those are spell affected. Even the tower falls is spell affected. So overall, it would be an A rank ace. Oh right, I forgot about this one. Let's see. Technically, this is an S rank ace because it has that 40% attack boost, and that's great for teams, by the way. Very good for teams. Let's see. What did I not highlight here? Oh yeah, another same case of don't want to highlight these unless, of course, they have some sort of support, MP support. And no, the MP recovery rate does not count. Even though you will be attacking a majority of the time between these things. Because this stat right here, the MP recovery on crit, is very important for a few characters. So they can have almost near perfect MP. Near perfect. They can almost never run out. And because some moves activate in a combo, if the first hit makes a crit, the rest will. Let's see, what else is on here? Self-explanatory. These are always just nice to have since you got working on these together anyway. Ability damage, well, it's very good ability damage. Let's see, according to this was up to 20. And yes, you can get it further than that, but hitting that 20 is... Hitting at least 10% or higher is great. Because a dog collar is like 15 at most, I believe. But hitting that 20 is good, because you would combine this, a dog collar, and an uber ace that also focuses on ability. Very good ace. Now, while this ace, at first glance, might look like garbage, it has a very... It's what we call a gimmick ace. You would only use this for special occasions. Special occasions involve being able to shortcut certain things and events in games that force you to movement. Like, for example, the sneaking mission in Ingenia. You can actually run you can walk so fast, and because you can't run, when it says movement speed, it actually means your battle speed, your jogging speed, not your running speed, which is really weird, by the way. Because if it could affect both, then shoot, that'd be the fastest thing alive. Which would be nice, but I guess we can't have that, huh? Stun damage, I've already explained. Bedazzle resistance is probably self-explanatory. You don't get... And Bedazzle upon hit is interesting, but this, the rate of it is so low, I wouldn't even worry about it, honestly. Okay, here we got another ace right here. I don't even have to look at the ace from the inside. I mean, this has all 4 of its stats. I mean, you can tell how nice it is, right? The 40 attack already makes it an S rank ace already. And the deafness plus 7 with the crit chance plus 6 is already super nice. And then the critical spell rate, I'm not really sure why I did that. Honestly, I should have just left it as it is and not added into it because, maybe because I was using Isla with that. That might have been the only reason I did that. Only reason. Let's see, this is the strongest ace I have. Critical damage is 5%. Chance to revive 1.5. Now for some characters that's even better because they can do that. And once again, I'm plagued by these damage up and MP regeneration downs because they are dangerous to use without MP support. With sufficient MP support. Because you get KO'd, you might be out of luck. Let's see, this is a great ace for spell users. 20% is nothing to just turn your back on. I'm not really sure why I even cared about the Helix thing, but maybe I was testing something out. Critical chance, hit chance. It's like a meh thing. Really, I think you just use it just for the boost, really. I mean, it's like an A rank sort of thing. I mean, you might as well call it an S rank, but you need it just a bit more. And I'll think it might show up here later in the map. Because, again, you want to care about utility, too, also. Now, this is a very rare exception when it comes to attack power. When you can somehow manage to get it, break the 20 barrier. With an MP recovery of some sort, and the damage to weak points. And let me explain damage to weak point, by the way, too, because there's 3 ways to induce it. There's, of course, the typical hitting the weak point itself. There's hitting the enemy after a coup de grace, and then there's hitting the enemy is oh, and I got a friend coming online too, also. Then there's hitting the enemy after a counter attack. They get stunned, they pause a little bit, and then there's your extra damage. So that's how you induce those 3. This will be considered an S rank ace because of the stats. Just because of the stats with the MP. Like, it's got a lot of stuff going for it. Like, this would be but specifically this ace right here would be great for a shield and sword user. Or anyone who is capable of using counterattacks and stuff. Very good. Even Maribel, she has a counterattack. It's a bit janky, but she still has it, so she can benefit from this ace. Let's see. This ace is, this is more focused on defense. So it's like a B rank ace. As you would definitely use this for like certain items such as Tough Guy tattoo sets, because you have 3 MP recovery, 3 HP recovery, and then you have the criticals working with each other. So it's like, it's cute. It's no A rank, it's like a B rank. High B, at least. Alright, let's see. We have another one with a 40%. Now, this is the ace that I use for my Angela, by the way. Because not only do I get that 40 attack increase upon, you know, having my attack raised, by the way. And then the critical rate, MP recovery on crit, plus 2. Which is superb. I'm not sure if I use the stun chance too often, but it does stop certain enemies from charging attacks. And then 2 point of dodging. It's cute. I mean, I just do it in there just because. Let's see. Now, this is finally where you start seeing me using the damage up, MP regeneration down. Because this right here only really works well with that MP regeneration plus 3. And the coup de grace damage is already adding to that. So, in actuality, the math behind that coup de grace damage is actually 36 damage. Because that damage up increases everything. It increases your physical, your magical, damage that can't normally be raised by magical or physical, so we'll call it unknown damage. And even coup de grace damage. All of that is increased. So it's pretty... What's I missing on this? Alright, experience points. So it doesn't affect me in any way. Okay, here's another situation where I came close to breaking the 30 barrier. And you could hypothetically say that this has use. You could. I mean, 29 attack is almost like getting a brand new weapon. Practically a brand new weapon. And the plus, what else was I missing on? Oh, right, this. We talked about this, and we already explained that how that's worthless. We can't add that on there. That would hurt the ace and almost ruin it. Now, let me explain this reduced damage when blocking may not seem like much to a lot of people. Because who blocks, right? Almost nobody blocks. But what the game doesn't really tell you is that you can block while you're doing normal attacks. And that sort of thing can save you a lot of times. If you're just throwing out normal attacks just to get your MP up or waiting for your MP to get back to normal and stuff. But go ahead, try it out. Try attacking and holding the block button during an attack string. And then you'll find yourself being able to block, you know, as you're getting hit and taking reduced damage. So it has its uses and stuff. Great for like sword and shield players or generally any player and stuff like that. Okay, what was I missing on this one right here? I mean, this is a harmless attribute. It has its uses, but primarily you're not going to use it for that. This is a great for physical attackers. 10 defense, I mean, it sucks that it had to be 10 defense, but hey, I mean, maybe I could survive a hit better than other people, so sure. Weak point damage, I've already explained the 3 different forms of weak point damage, so it's very useful. This would be a great ace for the Dragon Lord too also, as your ability is doing more damage, and the weak point, you're doing more damage. So, very useful. Let's see, I believe this is like a field ace. It doesn't have much investment. It's really for that ingredient drop on certain days. Because critical spell rate and getting target are just something I'm not interested in. It's like it's just for a niche pick. Okay, this is also another good S rank ace because of the 40%. Because honestly, 40% or higher, in my opinion, is like an S rank. What is missing? Increased critical damage spell rate, which actually would be interesting in bulk. Because again, there is a class that can focus on critical spell damage that can affect everyone within that magic circle. But the tag trick is what you would probably want it for. Now the only person who can really... Now you're probably wondering who has the best tag trick in the game. I wanna say that the sword and shield... It's between the sword and shield guy, the twin swords, and maybe Mina. Those are the best 3 dominantly powerful tag tricks I've seen. And maybe Angelo too, because his has a knockback, which pushes enemies away. Certain enemies away, by the way, too, also. Oh, and Maribel, probably the close 4th place. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, this has something interesting. So this one actually has the charge in here too, also. And 10% is, like, I really wouldn't bother with the 10%. You really want to shoot for maybe 30 to 40% before you notice an actual difference. And before you ask, no, the higher that goes, you get a set increase. It doesn't matter how much is in there, it's always a set increase. So you can increase as much as you want to. Really, this stacks on the top of another Uber Ace that has the MP up and charge time down. And it's not like one of those things where you can just use it on any charge character. Some characters just benefit better than others, having their attacks charge and stuff like that. Let's see, I've explained deafness, how it affects both magical and physical crit chance. Coup de grace damage is self-explanatory. And it's not exactly at 40, so we're looking at an A, a high A, at most. Okay, damage to weak point, spell damage. Now this would be a, what am I missing on here? Defense increase. Now this right here, actually I could even invest in the MP increase. This is a great spell damage. Now this didn't have the 20% like the other ones, but the utility is indeed there. Because having 30% is a noticeable difference. And there's certain spells you want to have to come out fast. And let's make this a lot easier too. We're talking about during the time when you're in coup de grace mode. And you can just cast spells so much faster. That's when that comes into handy and stuff like that. And if the enemy does get stunned within these blasts, they become weak. And you can hit their weak point. They just become one big hit weak point and you do even more damage. And this happens to a lot of enemies that get at half life also too. So overall, I would say close to an A rank ace. Well, S rank ace. Because of its utility alone. What investment did I have in this? I think I was saving that for something special. Probably not worth it, but I'll keep it in mind. Let's see. This one was actually very good physical ace. You're going to be doing a lot of attacking anyway, and the MP is... Wait, what am I missing on? I bet it's another Helix thing, isn't it? Yeah, I have a help for Helix. I think I only just did once just to show it off, but we don't need that. We don't need 15% help on Helix. That's for like single player stuff also. Let's see, 16 damage on ability, and hopefully you know the difference between an ability and a spell, by the way. Pretty much all spells have that magic circle and make some sort of chime to it, like la 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 la, and that's how you know it is a spell. And then spells can crit too, also. And game will make a message that it crits. And that's how you know about that. And the 3 MP recovery on crit is a blessing. You can do so much with that with certain classes. A blink ace. I bet that's one of those crappy aces. Okay, that's one of the crappy aces. Okay. Let me explain the uber aces, because those are quite, like I said, those are monumentally better. And this one's fully invested. Let's see, this is like an upgraded version of that other ace I had in the, focusing on defense and survivability. Even though you kind of want to focus on, like this ace right here would be enough to, allow you to, use the, whatchamacallit. This would, right here, would almost allow you to be really good at using the tough guy attack too. Really good. You have 2 types of recovery, by the way. I think I have a better ace that even makes this even better also. But we'll go down the list and find out. Oh, in fact, that's it right here. These two are quite similar to each other. They both have MP recoveries, +2. But this one sacrifices HP for the damage up increase. So this would be the ideal, perfect damage up MP regeneration down ace. It has the almost the perfect level of MP recovery, +5. And you add that with a prayer ring, if you have nothing else better than a prayer ring, by the way, you're looking at 10 points of MP recovery. 10 whole points. Plus the chance to recover your MP. +2. With the weak point damage. Which is great for certain classes that have counterattacks and stuff. So easily an S rank ace. Now, that attribute right there, the ignore enemy block, is, this affects certain monsters with shields and stuff. And I'm sure you've seen some monsters go into blocking animations to a counterattack and stuff like that. It has its uses for characters that can't break guards, but gladiators. But normally likely you're going to have a gladiator on your team. Or somebody who can cast Zamel, like a sage. But realistically, you're going to have a gladiator on your team. They can bypass that and just freaking just destroy the enemy. Let's see. MP thrust 3 is nice. The, now usually the attack can get the Uber Aces can usually hit the 30 barrier. They can, compared to the other, that 29 that we saw in the past from the Ace. I mean, 25 attack, like I said, is like basically a new weapon. Very nice. The MP charge up, I'm not really sure what I was thinking about that. It probably could have gone away, While this, I want to say this would be a good Carver ace, but there's some people who can use this. Some people. I mean, I still kind of regret adding it on there. You know, I kind of might almost get rid of it, but I'll save it for later then. Until I really don't need it anymore or it gets replaced by something better. Let's see, what was the thing with this? Ah, okay, so look, 30 points of magical damage, 3 MP, so those two stats alone would make it an S rank ace. The critical damage, I mean, that's okay. And let's see, tension up when dancing, that's cute, but no one really cares about that. There are enemies that induce dancing, you can even induce dancing yourself, but it's such a tricky ace to use. I mean, granted, Maya could stay in the air, dance in the air, while still being able to move around and keep getting her tension up that way. She could. And just stall up in the air if she wanted to. Alright, let's see. This had other stuff too. What did it have on here? Alright, 20% on the MP cost with charge down time. That could have been useful, but I decided to just not invest in that, because it's a tough decision. Like, just don't activate every single attribute you see. Really think about if it's necessary. It's going to benefit you. Otherwise, these two right here, ability +5 and MP recovery +3, makes an S rank ace. Easily. Now, this right here is quite incredible. Not only do I have the 50 attack and attack increase, I have 25 attack, ignore damage, +1, and I think it's like just what? Like, this is what the ace looks like. A lot of those, and 5 of those, and then 2 little random ones that don't really hurt the ace whatsoever. And even ignore damage might come in clutch. S rank ace. You're gonna probably see a lot of S rank as I've tried to keep the best I can possibly get. Now this is like a mixed art ace right here. Has its uses. Oh, my friend's online. I'm gonna invite him in here too all. Dragon Lord. But I think you get the gist of the what I'm going with, by the way. Now you're gonna see 2 people do this. And we're gonna be 2 people talking about the aces and seeing how lucky. Whew. I wasn't so tired. I'll set up a party. You may or may not be able to hear him, it just all depends, honestly. Wait, he's already there? Okay, I guess I'll just join the Millions party. Hey, how's it going? I just noticed y'all were in the party, so I jumped in. Well, let's see, I just finished a, possibly 30-minute long explanation of, all the aces I just came across, and all the aces, that I have and stuff. So, you can definitely check that video out on YouTube. I'll post a, link to the video also. You might want to skip the 30-minute mark to the actual explanation, because it's the first 30 minutes is just killing the Dragon Lord and stuff like that. There's 2 places to get them. The Maze and the Mighty has well, actually 3 places. The Maze and the Mighty can drop them. The X-Start fight, the Uber version, yeah, Uber X-Start fight can give an ace by chance. And then of course the guaranteed one is that the Dread Dragon Lord. Oh, and Devastating Dragon Lord can drop them too also. Yeah, I know. I had to think about it for a while. So that's what happened. Yes, so if you want to jump on in, I know you're grinding, but honestly, once you get a certain characters to level 65, you basically have access to all the dungeons. That reminds me, somebody left during that fight too. Who left during that? Okay, that's what happened.
Come back soon.
I thought you left because you were tired. Oh, okay, so it really was a connection loss. Okay, well, let's see. Now, while I could just solo the Dragon Lord, I don't want to make y'all guys suffer. So let's get the tools we need in order before we do that fight more comfortably. Because I do need to teach the both of you how to actually fight the Dragon Lord and avoid all of his attacks. Because if I can make through the fight without getting hit, you can too. Or at least not... It's possible. You just have to know where to stand at and how to dodge. You'll be just fine. Yes, I did say that. So, are you coming, Million, or is it just gonna be me and Captain? A Dread Dragon Lord? Yes, we can. A simple Dread, we can. You're using both. Oh, I just noticed you're using both an Ace and an Uber. Alright. Well, your stats are definitely higher than your average player that's completed the game and has, like, maxed out gear at least. So, that's good, Captain. That's very good. And it does have its uses in the Dread Dragon Lord fight, as you can dodge more things. We're doing the Dread one because, again, I'm not gonna make you suffer for at least what we're talking about, like a 10-minute. We're talking about a whole like 14-minute fight, and that's if things go properly. By the way, we're going to the Dread one, so you know. First, you got to get you guys tougher. Because you can get hard. You can get stronger. I mean, it would be quicker to get your Uber Aces, but, well, the Uber Aces are supposedly easier to get because, again, that's just constant Magic Maze rerunning. Anyone can do that. Aces, they're not as strong, but yet you have to work a little bit harder to get them. You're better off hanging out with me and just going through Magic Mazes and being at level 65 if you want a quick grind. Well, like I said, for the Might one, you have a chance to get an ace. But what we're doing here is guaranteed. But if you guys want to... Oh, for mini medals, yeah, the little day doesn't really matter, because, it's really just based on luck, honestly, from what I can tell. Like, I've done all sorts of different experiments involving carrying items that increase my mini medal drop, playing on a certain day, because it all really comes down to if you run into those metal slime rooms, really. The game's just feeling generous and it gives you the right boss to kill, and then you get either you get 10 or 6. Yeah, it switches between those two numbers. Okay, I know that our Angelo's ready, but are you ready, Solo? Champion Choker. Is that Champion Choker maxed out by chance? I was saying of the Yangus, but okay, right, you did. Okay, so let's do this. No pressure, this is recorded. This is for the next generation of Dragon Quest Hero players. We want to let Yuji Horii know that there are still people interested in this game. Even the American side, you know. I mean, you can find people still playing this game, but you have to know somebody on the inside. And by inside, a Japanese player. And then that Japanese player is watching other Japanese players, and then that's how you supposedly find them. And you get to see the Japanese side of YouTube. I've seen people, like, destroy the Dragon Lord in mere seconds, man. And this is like, it blows my mind. All you would just see stars everywhere. Run towards him, by the way, because he's about to do the killing attack. I forgot to change my equipment too, but I guess it shouldn't matter too much. Run away from him, run away from him. Alright, we'll try to get back to life. Remember, he attacked you at a checker pattern. I gotta run because he's gonna try to kill me. Jump, by the way, or he's gonna kill you. He's going for it again. That was an intentional hit, by the way. My aim is fire at one of y'all.
I might have overdone it a little.
At level 77, you took that pretty well. Alright, as long as you keep running, you should be fine. You wouldn't have to dodge, just keep running. And don't run into anybody also. That makes the world difference. Also, watch out for a white shockwave too. It comes up pretty quick and you'll have to, like, react to it pretty fast. Just make sure you're in the air when it happens. Alright, he's aiming at me. He's free real estate. He's about to get stunned and get into position. Oh, right, I forgot you have that. I almost died there. Now he switches targets all of a sudden. Run away from him. I would say it is. Well, it is possible to survive that hit. Like, it hits hard, but not that hard. Fire breath. Run towards him. I just barely made it. But it's fire, you lasers. Alright, that would have killed me. Jump! Dodge roll. Oh, good, you can actually survive it. I guess it must have been a damage roll. He's firing at Captain. Remember your training. Alright, you gotta see where he is on the map and then dodge the fireball. At least you survived the second hit. Well, you survived, so that's great. Gotta jump in the air a bit. Alright, you might die, Captain. Because of course he would do it right while you're waking up. I mean, it's a troll move. Well, you get a little bit of invincibility, so he dies here. I'm gonna switch my gear really fast, by the way. Say what again?
Not bad, eh?
Oh, okay, cool. Alright, I got your aces. I guess we can check those. Like I said, I'm gonna switch up my gear so I can hit crits better. Hitting his head is his weak point, by the way, too. Yes, it is. It does the most damage. Well, you just kind of have to manually. I guess the easy answer is manually. I mean, I know you can target the guy, but you kind of want to be right in front of him. It is the only way to actually kill the guy effectively, so, you know. I know it's a tough decision, but, one way or another, you gotta get past that barrier. So we can consistently... Oh, like a... Oh, just a regular plus attack? Like, how much are we talking about? It's gotta be higher than 10 for it to be worth anything. 18? Wow, that might actually be worth something. You could probably give it to one of yourself or one of your bots. $15? 16. 36. 50%. Wow. If you add that with a tough guy attack too, that is like 90%. Which is great for the Dragon Lord, actually. I mean, that is a great ace for, like, counter-attackers. And you know who all the characters that can do counter-attacks, right? That means all your claw users, Elena, all your sword and shield players, Pizarro can do it too also. And again, it's also affects if somebody does like a coup de grace or something like that too. Like after that. Or if an enemy drops at half life. Yes? 20 deafness. Deafness affects magical crit and physical crit. What else is invest into? Because some of y'all got like, I want to say they're like C grade aces. I mean, you're not always guaranteed a coup de grace, but majority of the time you are. Like, it just depends on the fight, really. Like a Dragon Lord fight, the second one at least, you're not gonna ever get your coup de grace. Oh, it's a very niche. It's very niche. Yeah, it's kind of niche, really. There's only certain characters you want to have it like longer on. Like maybe on yourself if your bot just decides that, oh, I'm gonna cast oomph, and then you can last it longer, so you don't have to keep bugging them about it. Honestly, I never really see it be. I know characters can. I know a lot of certain enemies can be affected by it, even certain robots can, but I've never really see it like actually useful. Honestly, it's kind of a mess stat, honestly. Because bosses, I think, can be poisoned, but they don't get poisoned for long. Status elements just don't last very long. Up to 2%. Oh, right, because Angela has that bow you're using, right. Honestly, I would say it's kind of a dead ace, honestly. I mean, the poison thing is like a meh thing. At least with defense drop, you know, that makes sense. It affects your whole squad. Like, that's okay. Maybe even the bedazzling thing has its use too also, to make certain monsters miss. Yeah. Yeah, same place. We gotta check my aces too also. Let's see, the 2 newly acquired aces. Maybe this will be the ones I've been looking for so long. Let's see, MP regeneration. I am looking for something like 60 attack increase. Like this one has like 1, 2, 3 MP recovery on 3 MP recoveries. Let's see. It has defense. Reducing damage to block. 2.5. And then a bunch of critical spell rate, which I've already explained how worthless that is. This one also has critical spell rate, MP, just like MP increases, and then a defense increase. Look, kind of a worthless ace, honestly, in my opinion. That's fine. We should have a practice fight just to help y'all get past the fireball phase. Cause you're still having trouble dodging the fireball. Alright, it's just certain things I want you to survive. Like, there's really 2 attacks that matter that you want to survive. Where he starts throwing fireballs at you. Because if you can somehow manage to, like, dodge fireballs and keep his head from rotating, that's very helpful, by the way. So here's how I think this fight needs to go. This is going to be a practice fight. We're just going to stand in a spot, and we're going to just spot dodge. You know, dodge back and forth towards the boss. Or next time, or even better, if you're dead, I'll just camp your body, and I'll dodge spot, and you'll see how I do it. Because each character can replicate this, by the way. If you're dead. I mean, still fight them normally, but again, just have your body, just be ready, your body's going to be camped. So you can learn certain things, and just pay close attention to the Dragon Lord, and then pay attention to what I'm doing. You're welcome. Because if I can get you guys pretty decent, we could regularly do the Devastating Dragon Lord. Which does offer quite a bit of money. And you do have to sell the items that you get to make the money. They give you like gold bars or something. And then a chance of getting an Ubrace. Oh yeah, the what is that thing called again? Foul Fortress. Yeah, Foul Fortress has a lot of money too also. Ooh, got my crit. Oh yeah, you do have enough time to cast a oomph and run in the circle too, so that would help also. Honestly, I thought you would survive that hit. And that was intentional.
I might have overdone it a little.
Only 5,000, huh? Is that what jumped this? Dodge, recovery, and roll. That's how I dodged that attack. Oh, good, 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 good. This here, you just have to run and then jump when you're out of the circle. That's the best way to dodge it. Now, if he dies, he'll turn towards me, I think. Or not yet. Okay. Yep. See, he shoots the fireballs as if you're gonna run, you know, you're gonna sidestep him. That's why he shoots the fireballs the way he does. Since everyone has the same, like, running speed. That is the hard part about this fight, though, when you're having multiple people to worry about. He might fly up after this. Yeah, he flies up. And this is an easy phase. You just walk like this. That's enough to dodge the attack. I won't even do that fireball phase. I keep looking in the wrong direction too also. That's kind of annoying. If you just back up far enough, you should be alright. If you can stall up in the air, that helps also too. Jump, air recovery, step, roll.
Is this how it ends?
Yeah. He's aiming at you, Solo. Yeah. So he keeps that in mind. But there is a safe spot you can stand at. Let's see if he'll shoot fireballs maybe right here. Like if you get this exact spot, you can actually completely negate the fireballs. Like right about here. Yeah, you're safe at this spot right here. But at least you know what it is now. Yeah, sorry about not healing you, but again, I'm trying to teach you while this fight is going on too. Very important part of the fight. Dodging the fire pillows and dodging the fireballs. And try not to panic heal during that yeah, try not to panic heal during that, because you can dodge those. You just gotta get yourself together. He's stunned. Yeah, you can block. I know it's annoying. You can block that to where he doesn't knock you back, but you still lose attention still, unfortunately. And his pattern is based on how far you are from him too also. So as long as you're close to him, he might do those attacks that like tell you to get away from him. Because now he's doing this. Everyone's here, good. That's what it looks like. Yep, everyone survived. Good going. You have two options, either to get away or get underneath him. Because don't forget your quick movement option is the I saw you dodge, so good. I saw green that. Okay, both of y'all did that successfully. So you're getting that point. That is very important. Jump, dodge, dodge again. All right, that's now your guys are getting it. Now, if I get y'all to survive the fireball phase, we'd be in business. Even though in a devastating. I mean, that can work too. Also, you can also block it on the ground. Oh, that there is a reason for that shield, actually. In the X-Start fight, you're basically invincible to him.
Is this how it ends?
Okay, I think I can start reviving you guys once it's safe. Of course, you're on the opposite side of the map, so you know. That's kind of rough. And he might... Oh. Yeah, he tried to. It's like, oh, you're running over there? Good. Let me finish you from here. And yes, if you had your own Conclaim, you would be immune to that attack also. Done for. Yeah, she's like a perfect Dragon Lord killer. Her and Carver. Yes, Carver can just do a bunch of charge punches and do about maybe 7,000 damage. Actually, Carver will be great for this fight with that weak point damage thingy, actually. Alright, check aces. We're looking for extreme increases or ability damage increases. And maybe a little bit of MP recovery too to go with that as well. Let's see if I even got anything good. Let's see. I got an ability damage, and I got MP recovery on crit, so I'm going to see how many abilities I have. So I have 6. Alright, I have at least... I'm sorry, what now? Just HP and Magical Might. It should be 2 more attributes, all aces of any kind. How much MP are we talking about here? It needs to be at least 2, because otherwise it doesn't surpass the Sorcerer's Ring. Oh, HP regeneration. Okay, okay. Well, you don't really need that. We have a Gaia ring for that sort of thing. But I actually got a good ace. Too bad it's kind of obsolete compared to my other aces. It's like 14 in ability. And let's see, MP recovery on crit. That has its uses when it comes to stopping enemies from doing spells and stuff. Well, no one really uses Kareels and boosts his defense, really. Most people only care about is the HP recovery, in all honesty. I mean, if you like Kareel, then, you know, that's cool, too. I mean, if you can spare the defense... Oh, yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, yeah. Alright, well, to be fair, you know, I guess I have a character with a tall hat also, so, sure. A tall hat is nice. Alright. I got crit chance, I got attack, I got MP, well, let's see, damage up and MP regeneration down, and, what was it, crit chance. Oh wait, poison too also. So both of those aces I just got were terrible. That reminds me too, I should probably make a list of things that y'all should be getting your hands on for ingredients wise. You got 20% on that? Do you have any MP recovery on that? It's like, it needs to be natural MP recovery, because, it's like, I know it seems like a nice ace, don't get me wrong, it sounds like a nice ace, and more than likely when you're still waiting for that MP to recover, it's like one of those, I mean, I don't want you to, I mean, he does, don't get me wrong, he does, and there are characters that can get MP recovery back because they have high deafness and stuff like that. It's a bit shaky, in all honesty, because you're gonna have to use a prayer ring until you get a very good Uber. Yeah, you're gonna have to use a prayer ring until you get a really good MP recovery related Uber ace. And so that's already 5 points. And then you would use your tough guy tattoo, which does have a little bit of crit increase. And magical spell damage increase too also. And then you will finally have that ace. It does have its uses. I mean, if you could keep spamming attacks, then your tension will raise. So, it's primarily for that, really. Who does? Oh, yeah. I would say not as fast as the whatchamacallit, the wand user, as she could just jump spam attacks, basic attacks, and get her attention up super fast. Yeah, the one that makes a wall. But you just spam that repeatedly. Yeah, the small one. You just do a bunch of short hops and throw little bubbles to the ground. Yeah. Now, I would mention that sort of ace would be great for, like, Mighty Maze runs also, too. Do it if you just get the timing right, and you can basically just kill whatever you want quite quickly. Also, a Spanish player decided to friend me too. Also, so I don't know how good the Spanish player is, but I'm gonna definitely hook up with him at some point. If I and that's if I see him online again. Unless, of course, he's one of those people who is invisible online. Really annoying, by the way. All right. All right, great. You're back. And once we get decent enough aces, then we could work on Uber aces too, which means runs in the well the magic maze, I suppose. Yeah. So I know you got a good ace for now, at least, until it gets replaced by something else. So that'll be your firstborn child. That's what we'll treat it as, until it's replaced by another kid. That reminds me, I still have to finish that little because I actually I was writing a whatchamacallit. I was writing a guide on game facts, which is halfway finished. I've already listed all the things that matter. Now I just got to list a combination of stuff now. And this doesn't include aces, by the way, because I know for some people, aces, I don't know how far people are going to go with the game, really. They might want to just get strong enough just to handle everything but the Dragon Lord. Even though you technically need to take care of Dread and take care of X-Star Uber in order to get everything. Alright, a little late, but that's alright. Next time, cast it as soon as the game starts, As you saw that extra breathing room you had. Ooh, I saw that MP recover. That was nice. You got at least 4 points behind that.
How it ends?
Yeah, run and jump. Alright. If you get lost finding people in this wide open map, definitely just press the start button so you can just open up your map really fast.
Be careful now, everyone.
Alright, cool. Run, then jump. Good. Yes, that's when we run and jump. Alright, fireballs. Well, actually, I just dodge towards the Dragon Lord and dodge away from the Dragon Lord. That's how you do it, but not too close where the multiple fireballs won't hit you. You want to make sure what kind of range you're at first before you do that. You might have to dodge back away from him twice. So you want to keep your distance. Alright, I guess I could probably teach you again too also next time you go down. No. Yeah, you're right. He cannot hit you. Some characters can actually get underneath him during the fireball phase. And this is where that really high deftness comes in. Where you can get it so high you can just dodge any version of the fireballs he throws at you. And then whoever he's aiming at, you can control where the fireballs go at too also. Which is a super important part, you know, in order to meet those damage values. Wow, he almost tricked and killed me. Alright, he's aiming at me. Yeah, once you two make a conscious effort to constantly hit his head instead of hitting him in the ass, we'll do the devastating Dragon Lord. I mean, I guess solo's fine because, you know, he can actually just, drop his defense, but, you know. And don't forget about your jump attacks, too, also, if you think you can't reach him. But usually his head is low enough for you to do normal attacks with. Yikes. Yeah, I don't have any more drugs. I probably could have shown you how to dodge it right there, but, you know, good opportunity is a good opportunity. Didn't want to lose it. Alright, cool.
Those were some interesting specimens.
Don't worry, I'll keep teaching you all until you get it. Because like I said, when a new guy shows up, and is like, how do I do this? I want y'all to be ready. Alright, well we beat our old score, so, you know, the time is going down. Now it's matching one of my times when I fight him solo. That's good. Yeah. Realistically, you want to get it under 3 minutes. This has a bunch of chance for no MP costs. Crit spell rate and coup de grace. Yeah, how much we got? Is it at least 10%? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Let him finish the AC explain, because you actually you finally got yourself a And I think you remember that trick I told you before about blocking and attacking at the same time. So you finally got yourself a decent ace. Like, a decent... Yeah, a decent damage ace for when an Angelo's not around. Great for the Mighty Maze. For all your physical attackers. So congratulations. You finally got it. And that would go great with your dog collar too also. To add a 15 to that. And then what you add for your third slot, most people honestly go prayer range just because, you know, more MP means more ability. So great. You got a good A rank ace. Now, what were you saying now again? But not you, solo. Yeah, solo. Oh, both of them are terrible, you say? Damn. Okay. Let's see. Shame. Well, let's do one more Dread Dragon Lord, and after that we'll do a Magic Maze and grind up to get at least 30 mini medals. Is myself ready? Let's see. Yeah, it's ready. Born ready. Again, cast the, whatchamacallit, the oomph the second the match starts. So I can just go ahead and get that guaranteed 99 for the team. Me? Oh, actually, let's see, well, my weapon gives me 15. Since yeah, I have the perfect boomerang. I grinded for that thing for, like, maybe 1 month, maybe? Yes, it was worth it, though. And let's see, what else do I have? I think I have another fit too. I think I'm rocking 30 on my weapon on one ace alone. Dive kicks make you go faster too, also. And the movement speed would come in handy from running towards or away from the Dragon Lord too, also. So, you know. Run away. And the block damage would make it very possible to survive that blast, by the way, as certain characters can actually survive that hit. I know Carver can survive it. Oh, he's aiming at you now. Good, you survived that, at least. Fire breath.
Is this how it ends?
No, that's just the, you gotta dodge that one. Alright, rise and shine. Alright, nice. Yeah, I guess you can do it old-fashioned way, too, also. That does work. Yeah, the way you were just going back and forth, that works, too. Weakest defenses, that'll show him. I want to see him turn green. He's flying away. Just run away, you'll be just fine. You don't have to worry about dodging. Yeah, good job, Solo. Dodging like a pro. Oh, he's aiming at you. Oh, you're underneath him. Good. Alright. You showed him. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Shockwave. Or he's going to second phase now. Oh, get close to him. You can also charge your MP while you're in here too, also. God, no, I was pretty low. Close quarters fire. You can also jump that too as well. I like how he switched back and forth into this again. But Yankees doesn't have that much MP, that's why it's so low. Shockwave again.
Is this how it ends?
Run away. Or block it. It has a lingering hitbox, so you gotta be careful about that. He might die here. Come on, come on. No flying away, no flying away. Okay, I had to jump on that one. Would have killed me.
Not bad, eh?
That's the fastest way to do it. That's how the Japanese players showed me how to do it. Or I've seen someone do it help me, and I was like, what is he doing at low health? And I was like, yeah, this is done. Well, we got it under the 4-minute mark, so that's the important thing. Alright, seemed like Solo was... Wait, who got the... it was Captain or Solo who got that 12% ability, right? Okay. Because there's a map we can farm for dog collars too also. It's not guaranteed, but, you know... It is possible, if you don't feel like dealing with atlases the old-fashioned way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Magic Maze too also, in case somebody random shows up. Because, you know, any little bit helps. Oh, wow. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, spell damage? How much spell damage are we talking about here? It's slightly under than the spell requirement, but I guess you have at least the 10 attack, I guess. That's your first one, right? Or your second one? Well, oh, I meant to say, do you have any other aces that have that, like, attack and boost increase? Right, which was another 20%, right? Let's see. Well, let's see. Your time is precious. Let's not forget about that. The 10 attack is nice, but you can do better. The easy answer is that you could do better than that. We can grind for something better than that. I would take the second ace. Because, I mean, if it were like a 30, that breaks your 20 barrier, I guess we'll call it for right now, then I invest into it. Otherwise, the 10 attack is like, and that's if that 10 attack don't require no champion chokers. Like, if that 10 attack don't require champion chokers, then maybe it's a good small investment. But that's if it doesn't require any champion chokers. Because some of them do and some of them don't, and it's just like, you know, they're really annoying to get. I mean, we'll get them in our Magic Maze run. Alright, now I gotta change up my stats too also, because I want to be able to kill stuff real fast. Let's see, hysterical. I might carry dirty fighting too also while I'm at it. It's like one of the rare occasions where I'll carry a, there's an orb that, what is it called? The, not the ill orb. The ominous orb, that's it. Is there a build for ominous orb users? Oh, wrong one. Let's see, take this out. Wait, not this. What is it called? It's called... There's a skill for this. Backfoot Brawler. It's a 3-star code, that's why I can't see it. Sure. Immune to criticism. Wonder how everyone else is doing too. Also. Okay, now I'm having trouble finding that party power. That reminds me, everyone's party power is at 14, right? You two solo? Or was that? Okay, sorry. Billion, Billion is yours maxed out too? Your party power counter? You have at least 14 in party power points, right? Oh, okay, then that's good then. Well, the highest is 14. So if you have 14, you have the maximum. Oh, right, I guess I should... Sorry. Let's see, what would be a good... I guess the easy ones, and that's for those who benefit from crits, is the crit facilities. Hypercritical, critical facilities would be the standard ones to get. And then you probably have something... I gotta get some water, I'll be right back. I mean, you can start the game, but I gotta get some water. Good. He's considered a giant weak point, by the way, too, when he gets down like that. Just so you know. I can't believe I didn't see that one coming from a mile away. Oh yeah, the more enemies, the better.
That's the end of you.
We go... Oh, we did. Okay, we certainly did. I'll go and take care of it. Y'all keep going in that general direction. Because I can still hop over that little fence. Excuse me. Oh, if he was a sage, he could do it, actually, now that I think about it.
Leaving so soon?
Alright, you still gotta do the second playthrough, and we'll discuss the second playthrough and when to actually do it, too, also, because you want to have a big pool of MP before you do it. Oh, you did? Okay. Alright. You kind of want to try to exploit the game and get like a really good ace, but I'll make a video about that actually. About Uber ace exploitation. Because you have to spend about at least 45 minutes to an hour just to reset everything. Like, it's not as cut and dry as you might think it is. And
That's the end of you.
alright, last enemy. I almost have just killed the genie. Yeah, this jump right here is almost... Oh, a Mystic Beast Bone is very important, by the way, too, also. And the fat dude that drops a Kaleidoskin, too, also. That's also very important. Yeah, you actually, on Thursday, I would suggest going to, what's it called? Green Pasture... Is it Green Pastures? Yeah, Green Pastures, right in front of the, right in front of Aquaria. Just keep spamming it and over and over and over and over again. I think they're dead. He can drop a dog collar, by the way, too, also. Oh, you should go to the Atlas ones. The other ones are just, they immediately spawn. And Tough Guy Hit 2 would increase the damage on that too, also, just so you know. Oh, mini metal. And he's dead. Oh, these guys are terrible. Yeah, they can kind of snipe you, so be careful about that. Nice kill. It really comes down to which one you can figure out drops the metal, because a lot of these metal drops are guaranteed, by the way. And then the inevitable lost leader can also drop a champion choker also. Somebody leveled up? Good. Good thing we have time for that. I was looking at a bunch of old YouTube videos, and I noticed a lot of them have like seizure-inducing things to them. I was like, wow, guys, no one wants to go back in their videos and check for that sort of thing. Well, it's one of those things where I didn't know it was seizure-inducing until, you know, actually happens. Wow, you exploded them. Sparks are flying. Alright, cross our fingers. Hopefully it's a lucky room. Yeah. I dropped the elevating shoes. Alright, and a room full of cats that also drop the stuff too also. He's a guaranteed 10 mini medals, by the way, too also. Oh, that hurt. That can be blocked so you don't get stunned by that. The little baby cats are coming. They're extremely annoying. I actually almost died because of that too also. One more good hit like that, and he's done for.
This isn't.
6,834. Oh, cool.
And that concludes today's experiment.
All right, let's see if we can get 2 more matches that give us another 10. Well, actually, plus the mini-medal, so it's technically 11. As I will be keeping an eye on that too. You can check your mini-medal count during gameplay as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, who knows, we might run into those slimes too also while we're at it. Woo boy, everything just got wiped out. This is usually the fastest way to do this too, by the way, just by splitting up and somebody take one side and the other person take another side. Because I know for sure I can kill all these things. Of course, in solo play it'd be a little bit different because, whatchamacallit, you would probably get someone to transform into a monster, that genie, and just clean up whatever monsters that you left behind. Thanks for the boost. I wonder which one of you will get lucky though with the Uber Ace. I wonder who will get the with the Uber Ace. Who will be the luckiest of one of us? Hell, if we can get some good attack increases, we can actually start regularly doing devastating. Alright, looks like you already met the fat guy already.
That's the end of you.
This should kill him. Got 2 crits on his butt. Alright, we're kind of far away from the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, pretty far. I think there is a way to do this map faster, but it requires somebody to be to transform into a genie, get the attack increase, but have the party power that increases, transformations. If anyone has that, that is. I think it's called Monster Wrangler. Okay, so we'll let you be responsible for the monster transformations. Alright, well, we'll get switched next time around. What's that? Oh, another mini medal. Okay, so that's 12. It's the equivalent of 2 bad magic mazes. Dog collar, do you see it? That goes great for your ability. Alright, they're basically dead, but I guess they're still gonna explode because okay, except for that one.
That's the end of you.
Master Musafar. Alright, he's dead.
That's the end of you.
Fireball.
Fire breakthrough.
And my attention used to be maxed already.
Now I'm really getting going.
Alright, let's see if he drops his champion choker.
That's the
He
end
dropped
of
it!
you.
He dropped it! Everyone got a champion choker because of that. Alright. This is why these mighty magic mazes are pretty nice to have. A chance for a dog collar and a champion. As they are so hard to grind manually. Oh, ooh, let's see. This is the cats or the slimes. Double experience points. Slimes! Somebody just elevating shoes. Somebody got it. Oh yeah, I would say metal slimes are immune to magic, so you're gonna have to like just shoot bullets at them. As long as you keep yours stuck in place, will eventually come to yours, or you know, vice versa. Whoever can get to theirs first. Usually the bow and arrow gets it before the boomerangs. Alright, any moment now. Just keep them pinned. Alright, this one's down. Okay, they both died at the same time. That's funny. That's 2 level ups, I believe. Alright, we head back to the lobby so y'all can Solo can equip their elevating shoes. He's worth 6, by the way, even though he's harder than the meteorite one. He just loves freezing, but I can actually stop his freezing effects. The best thing to do is just to block the freeze ball and just take one for the team. And then I'll unfreeze you. Yeah, keep doing it, keep doing it. That means you got a bunch of MP back too also while you're at it. He's dead. I blocked it for the team. Yeah, he can be killed before, you know, he spawned though, but damage output's gotta be through the roof, of course. Which is very possible. Like here, he's carrying weak point damage, so. Alright, choke on that. So let's see, 12 plus 6 is 18. We supposedly have 18 mini medals. So we need a good game with like 12 more mini medals to hit that 30. Yes, very easy. Oh, I got a comment on DeviantArt. Those guys about have an HP pool of 2,000, I want to say also. Oh, somebody heard that. Okay, well, I guess, Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm using my table manners, I guess, when I'm talking to you. I mean, anywho, let's get back to business, I guess. Back to the killing. This time I'll stick around this time. So anyone who's not Angel, get the medal for the fat guy so we can transform and he can run down the hallway and just hurricane everything up. Because all that's left now is just a bunch of weak enemies. Oh yeah, Zamel does cause unblockable damage too, by the way. As you can set enemies up to be considered big weak points. Or if you get lucky and get a weapon, an Uber Ace that does have the ignore block thing, then well, anything comes. It does a big help. It goes well. It pairs up well with weak point damage. All right, so after we take care of these kitty cats. Oh yeah, those cats are the highest damaging, I want to say they're the highest damaging, animals you can get in the game. About the highest. Like, that's 2,000 per hit, by the way. Alright, cast your oomph now, because I'm going Genie. And cleaning up. And this is usually how I clean it up in solo. Just go Tornado and just go fast. And this can be replicated in solo mode if you're able to cast Oomph Switch and then transform. Three statues. They're all about to get tumbled down. Oh good, you leveled up again. Oh, I would say the enchantment stones are kind of important too. I mean, if you're raising your socket locket, that is. Which I guess Solo would love to have, by the way. Now that I think about it, there's a very easy setup for, like, spellcasters. They do get access to, like, all the good, like, items early. Like, let's see. Like, for you right now, currently, and it depends on your preference only. Like, you could have a fully powered socket locket, a full power sources ring, and a prayer ring. That would be an average setup for, like, a high-level spellcasters.
That's the end of you.
Yes, even though mages do have an ability, I think both mages and sages have a perk where they can cast really fast, like instant cast. So you know.
I'm so
Oops,
sorry.
I made a mistake. But I know y'all can save me. Here's some HP in the meantime, though.
This isn't.
Hang in there.
Thank you.
I might have overdone it a little.
Hopefully yours is dead, because mine's is still kicking. He almost killed me, too. Oh good, Johnny 666. Wow, one more hit like that, and it would have killed me. You know, I forgot I used Pizarro is what happened. I think that's who I need to switch to. Pizarro is the one that usually kills all my, destroys everything for me. Well, once you realize he has like 2 attacks that restore his MP, and it's basically just a jump up in the air, triangle, follow with another triangle, then jump, rinse, and repeat, and you can maintain MP that way.
Sleep tight now.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think I'll switch to Pizarro after this too, also. Oh, good. Another 10. So we'd be 2 points under. Unless, of course, one of his minions drops a mini medal. Alright. Those cats can drop meteorite braces too, also. Oh, a mini medal! I can't believe one of them actually dropped it, too. This will take care of the cat phase. As this will suck them up and kill them. That wasn't so bad. I'm only at yellow. He dies right here. Or actually he'll die to a bubble. Like, that works too also. Okay. So you're 1 mini medal away. Now normally when the game cheeses me like that, I would just run to the what is that? It's like a swamp you can go to where you that poisonous swamp. Do you remember that little scene where like Ruff is like trying to warn you about those mimic chests? They can drop mini medals too. Yeah, sure. Or just say yes. Just say yes. Just he could have just said yes and got. We'll just ready it really fast, and then we'll just carry through the whole match. Yeah, just ready up, and we'll just take care of the rest. Yeah, leech. Oh snap. Ooh boy. I'm a Barbie girl. Does that count? Yes. Which reminds me, they're making a movie about that too also. Yes, research purposes, you know. I mean, Barbie is still a girl at the end of the day. Exactly. Or split it. That's a funny name for a pie, but yeah, sure, okay. It sure is. Apple pie, cherry pie, vanilla pie. Mm-hmm. But not a raisin pie. A raisin pie doesn't do anyone justice. You know, I haven't had mud pies in a long time, actually. Oh, this is one of the easy maps, where everything dies. What we missed?
Impressed yet?
I don't know, he had to lead the entire party for that one. Sure, but hey, it was one of those special mages that show up. That would be very awkward. Yeah, he's still... I guess we'll still get the perk anyway. And good thing they have this too for emergencies, where if someone does go AFK. But they can plan that far ahead. Wow, I've been doing 2 hours and 33-minute streams. This is actually a hard map, by the way. He's worth 10, but by gosh, this is hard. I have to kind of wait until that thing drops its guard before I can actually kill it. Luckily it died. Right now everyone's attacking me at the moment. Solo is somehow not taking any damage yet, so like, that's pretty rad. Oh my gosh, I keep getting trolled by the golem. I think he's the only enemy left. He's targeting you. You gotta be on your toes. He's just looking for you to mess up at least once. Yeah, so we can nail him from here. Tension's almost maxed. Okay, now it's showtime. Ooh, nice crits, by the way, during that. Okay. Alright, I think you know what happens next here. We back out, buy your Uber race, and we see if you've achieved what you need to achieve. And then when Million gets back, he'll let us know what he got to also. Well, it all comes down to luck, really. So, and I think I'll do the same. Well, technically, I don't have to do the same thing because I already know the result of my Uber aces when I get them. But I'll explain that later. Not yet. First, you want to get. Did you check and see if they were good or not? Okay, so you knew what to look forward to. Oh, well, I guess I did teach you. If you remember my teaching, then yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Well, yes, then it would be lame then.
Come back soon.
Alright, I can't wait to see what your ace is gonna... Oh, make sure to check her trait shop because that's gonna be essential for item collecting too. Like, for example, I'm getting some Lucia shards, and those are very important to get. And some Glimmer Glass, too. That's also very rare to come by.
Hooray! Bye-bye.
Alright. Ready to hear that, what that Uber Ace is about. Crossing my fingers while looking at my cell phone is hard to do. That's great for your Sage, I would say. So, I'm sorry. That's the other guy. Sorry, that's the other guy. I get your voices mixed up, but I'll get used to it eventually. If I guess it up to 1%, if it's up to like above 1%, it has its uses. What was the last one? I heard poison. .5 for poison. I heard 5 point for ability damage. .6%. Okay. 12%. Ugh, that is underwhelming. Unfortunately. 20%, huh? Oh, okay. I mean, that is something to work on. Like, it's okay to have in order to, until you break your barrier. Because that would probably be a very, very good ace to break down. 10% chance of stun. Okay, okay.
Well, let us pray.
Okay, yeah, see, yeah, that is actually a very good one. Yeah. That's a good Mighty Maze Runner. Well, I guess having both at the same time on your Angela would be great. And then you already have some MP recovery to go with that, so, that's good. That would be great. Okay, let's see. I might take a break, and when I say take a break, I might go suffer in a different game. Like Realm Royale or something like that. Yes, let's do this again tomorrow. I'll be available all day tomorrow to help out with any needs. More than likely, we'll be trying to, really, I think the goal should be focusing on getting a good Uber Ace. Because you can get a good Uber Ace before you get a good Ace of Spoils. And once everyone has good, reasonable Uber Aces, then they can carry them. Primarily the attacking ones, by the way. Because it's all going to come down to just meeting certain DPS thresholds and killing bosses really quick. Well, tell you what, we could share. I could turn. I'm gonna turn the stream off, and you could look at my share play, and I can show you what my aces look like, and to give you an idea what to look forward to. I mean, the easy answer, you're just looking for at least 40% in attack strength or higher. That'd be the easy answer. With a little bit of MP recovery, either by hitting crits or natural. With a little bit of HP, well, not HP, but ability damage and some weak points. Those would be the 4 key things to look forward to. And this is all pertaining to Dragon Lord nonsense. And if you're talking about Mighty Mage, you replace the strength with more ability damage or spell damage. Yes. Not everyone's willing to play Angelo. Some people just want to play their characters, and really, he is? Did I show you? Did I show you his one of his skills that where he could just shoot arrows faster? Did I show you that already? Okay. All right. Let me turn off the stream so I can show you real fast. Let's share play.